Okay. So it is January the 2nd. And I mean, time has flown in. It's just incredible how quickly time goes. And it goes differently for different people. Because if you're happy and you're in a positive mindset and you're busy and you like what you do and you love what you do and things are good, time flies. When you're bored and when you're aimless, you don't have any direction and stuff like that, and you're not fulfilling yourself or doing something fulfilling, time can drag. So in our case, I speak for myself and for many of you, I believe time flies. So we've got to make the most of it. The slaughterhouse of failure is not in our destiny. We shall persevere until we succeed. That's Ogmandino, modified. But it is in our destiny if we quit. So we've we've just been informed yesterday of the new trip that we can earn. Does anybody like to tell me where it is? See if anybody's following what we're doing.
Japan.
Yokohama.
Hey, so we're watching, yes. So I'd like to know who wants to go to Yokohama.
Me.
Okay. Okay, I got another one there, Jeffrey. That's two, three. Anybody else? Three out of everybody? Four? Geez, I got to drag you there?
I do.
Okay, good. This is something that should be very inspiring. This is something, I mean, it's not like going across just to the restaurant for the weekend. This is a really big deal, a really, really big deal. And if you're not encouraged, if you're not really, really, if you don't believe you can do it, then, it won't happen unless you really believe that you can and you will do it. But you're going to do it taking people with you. This has got to be a commitment from now. We have, we have, 6 months from now to be able to qualify for taking our teams, hopefully as many as possible, to Yokohama. So please encourage yourselves, understand, motivate, put a visual of Yokohama, of some sushi or something that you might like. If you don't like sushi, there might be something else you do like. Something in Japan. So Mike Cook is actually leading by example. He has qualified for Madrid, but he's not going alone. He's taking part of his team with him. So the qualifications came about and they ended this week, and Michael qualified to go to Madrid with somebody. That is, I think, the most satisfying thing we can do. And this is all part of number four, the level four of John Maxwell's five levels of leadership. That's what I want to talk a little bit about right now. Mike, I don't know if you're there, if you'd like to say a couple of words about, how you feel about going to Madrid with some of your team.
Sure. I mean, it's as exciting for me that Linda's joining me, and my wife will be there, of course. And Linda has and someone else she can bring. But seeing the success of others on your team is very fulfilling for me, and it's just as important as me going on the trip. That being said, I've been on this is my sixth trip, and when I heard Japan was launched was the next goal. I'm all in, baby. Nothing's stopping me there. And the only way I'm going to do this is if my team is successful and I'm bringing them with me.
There you go. And you said the sixth trip. So
That's
think
right.
about that.
Yes.
What does Michael
Yes.
Cook do that is different from what we are doing? I'm including myself because I did not make this trip. What is he doing different that we are not doing?
I'm very consistent. That's
Voila.
one thing. One thing
Okay.
I'm very consistent. I don't miss a day. And it's once you get rolling with this business and you're successful, you don't want to miss a day. It's not work anymore. So that's the secret for me.
100%. I totally agree with you. I love it. And that is if you love your work. And this is what I was talking about. If you love your work, you it's something that's exciting. It's something gets you up in the morning. I mean, this is why I do this work, is because it's something that motivates me to help everybody. For example, I feed off being able to be hopefully useful. So let's get into this number four level now, just for a sec, because I want to go into that a bit, because that's what this is about this week. So um, level four, what is it about? We're talking about leadership, and it's no longer about you. The first, level, I'll just jump to that a second, because the leadership, the four levels are, the first one is your position, the second one is permission, level two, the third one is production, and level four is where we are now, and it dovetails perfectly into where we are on the 2nd of January, having just been announced a new incentive. It's the people development. It's the multiplication. That's what level four is about, and that's where we are right now. And it's dovetailed perfectly to level four, which is what I'd like to go into. So we've up to now, it's always been about our performance. It's about, you know, me getting to gold, me getting to lapis, me getting to ruby, me getting to emerald, me getting to diamond, or whatever it is, the scale, it's all about, I've got to do that, I've got to get there, and that's what's been the first couple of levels, which is great. That's the way to build it. But now it's no longer about me, it's about us. So we've invested our time in growing ourselves. Okay, that's time. That's good. We keep doing that. But now success is going to be by who we develop, who we go with. How many people can we take with us on these incentives? That is where you're personally accomplishing something. So your impact now depends on your capacity to lead others to do some of the following things that I'm going to talk about. Who can I help? Who can I help win? Because before it was, how can I win? Now it's, how can I help everybody else to win? Because if they win, I win. Zig Ziglar said, to enable to get what you want, help everybody else get what they want. I hope it was Zig Ziglar. I think so. So, and people follow you because you're adding something to their lives by uh, by helping everybody build something for themselves. So the mindset shift is we're leading not just to manage, but we've got to help upgrade the people to their maximum level of capabilities. My dad always said, I don't care whether you come first or second or fifth or last. So long as you do your best, that's what counts. Just do your best. And if we are giving some guidance on some guidelines on how to do it, which is what our business is all about, we can achieve personal growth. That's the first part, but we can help others achieve their personal growth too. So, we see potential in others before they see it in themselves. I've said this sometimes before, if you've got kids and you've got them in a class of, I don't know, music or any kind of class, and you can see which kids stand out and which kids need help. You got 20 kids in a class or something, and you can see the guys who are up there and all the time putting their hands up. Yeah, 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 I know the answer. And the other ones who are quiet at the back and maybe even know the answer, but they don't actually come up with the answers. So we've got all this potential of people, huge, unlimited potential that each one of us have. And we've got to bring it forward without being shy. Now is the time to really shine. It's a time to 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 really get interest and really get involved with ourselves, helping others. So we're personally invested in helping the team. This is what it's about. So um, we stop being a service provider. We become a life and performance catalyst. I like that. We become a performance catalyst. We're no longer just, our own service providers. We're being a catalyst for everybody. That's what it's about. Being able to find something that's going to resonate with somebody to take real action, big action. So we're helping to self-direct momentum. This is the big one that we need to do because, a follower just needs constant direction. Do this, do that, do the next thing. But we now, as leaders, we're helping to help people with self-directed momentum. I mean, Michael is one of those people, and so the leaders on this group just show me what to do and just get out of my way. That's what a real leader does. How to think, not what to do. What to do, we all know. We should all by now know what to do. But we've got to think about how we're going to do this and how we're going to excel in what we're doing. So as leaders, we should, we always say, people come to us and say, well, what what should I do about this? And what should I do about that? And how can I fix this? And how can I fix that? Or what would the real answer that the leadership says is, well, what would you do? What have you thought about it? Have you thought about what you would do? You've come to me with a question about how to fix something or how to do something, which is, thank you, I appreciate that. But what would you do? How would you solve this? So we've got to instill a sense of of leadership in people who may have the leadership already in them, but they, for whatever reason, it hasn't come through shining yet. It comes with time. So, you know, ask the question. That's what we ask. How would you lead this conversation? If I came to you with those questions, what would you reply? So that's how independence and scalability are born. So here's what we have to protect fiercely is our time. Our time is got to be spent on leveraging on high leverage activities. So we've got a lot of trainings now. We've got to get people engaged in the trainings, in our Ruby calls, in our Monday, Wednesday, hopefully Friday calls. Each one has got something huge to apport to everybody. The coaching, vision of alignment. I've talked about this before. We, as team leaders, we've got a whole bunch of people in the orchestra. Each one has got a different instrument of knowledge, of experience, of mindset. We've got to align all that into being a successful, harmonious team. And that comes with strategic conversations. The strategic conversations comes with one-on-one with the leadership to get rid of all the cobwebs that there may be. Everybody's got cobwebs. Excuse me, I've got a cobweb in my throat. Mhm. Sorry, thank you. So this is where we've got to have our own our own vision perfectly aligned with our goals so that we can impart that with others as well. Um, so, sorry, I just lost my train of thinking. I thought, where did I go? Here. So, so the strategic conversations are what we do on our Ruby calls as well. And that's why when Scott tells us about it, talks about it, he said it shouldn't be more than, even if you've only got 4 people or 10 people, it's not about having a room full of 500 people because everybody's going to be doing something different and their mind goes. You've got to have a focus group. A focus group is a small group of leaders, 15 people, 5 people, 10 people, strategic conversations. And then each one has a mission. We have to have a mission of execution. What are you going to do about it? Who can you help with? How can we help the specific person with something that they need? Administration, repetitive problem solving. That's where we're at. So we start being effective when we can convey to our leadership, to our leaders, what we see. That's what this is about. If you guys, since you guys are all leaders, since you guys are entrepreneurs, since you guys have a goal, you've got to find a way for that enthusiasm to, you've got to impart that enthusiasm with the people who are with us. Because the organization will become bigger than us. I don't even know many of the people that are way down in the team because we've got leaders of leaders. Michael leads a group of people. John leads a group of people. Linda leads a group of people. Everybody that is in our group leads a team. And that's how this grows exponentially. So leadership becomes not a transactional thing. It becomes something of generations, not just an action. So any questions that I'll put open up to anybody. If you've got anything you want to add or say, please, I'd be very interested to hear. By the way, I just want to add one more thing, which I thought about yesterday. I have become pregnant with 365 days of incredible possibilities. And each one of those 365 days has 1,440 minutes of time, which is going to be replenished every 1,440 minutes for 1,440 minutes. What am I going to do with that time? How am I going to spend that time? How am I going to help everybody else that is working? How am I going to do the 80-20 rule? Which are the 20% that I'm really going to work on? Because now it's leadership. It's not just, we're not doing remedial classes. We're now looking for leadership. Not looking for, we're helping the leadership. You guys. Questions. I like the way Cash says it. Questions, I don't know what, apprehend, no. Thoughts, whatever you got. Let's hear it. Anybody got anything to say? Okay. Bye, everybody. Happy New Year.
Well, you're looking pretty good for as pregnant as you are.
There you go. Okay, good. That's it. 365 days of the year, we've got unlimited potential. A brand new year. And 8 hours a day, 1,440 minutes. I'm going to spend 30% of that renewing my immune system by sleeping. You have to sleep 8 hours to renew your immune system. That's a third of that 1,440 minutes.
So if you're going to apply those 365 days, you definitely need to know, first of all, where it is you are going.
Yes.
There's no way anyone is going to follow you until you can articulate for them exactly where you are going.
Hmm?
That's been a bit of an aha for me, and I've just kind of assumed it. But now I'm not going to assume that. I think you need to set real hearty goals for yourself, and and then you need to be like my cook. You need to be very consistent in your application. And you don't want it to be complicated. It needs to be simple and duplicatable.
Jim, you 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 have, for example, right now we've got Yokohama as a goal. And how are we going to get there? The system already has shown us. Talk to three people a day, talk to five, talk to 10. And then the ones that have engaged with you, now we create a relationship. It could be with a group that with a person that runs a company. Excuse me. So we've got our own self. We've got to know exactly what we want. You just said it correctly. I agree with you. But we've also got to elucidate with each person where they want to go so that they can motivate themselves. Because we can't drag people to anywhere. We can't push a rope. The rope has to be, we have to have people that are motivated and know what they want. The system is there to show us. The system is there to show us.
Going to success trips, I haven't been on as many as Mike, but I'll never forget when we were in South Africa on a success trip. It was all new skin distributors who were excited about what they were doing and who were working hard to achieve it. They made their way to South Africa. And so that was really fun. And then we were to go on the Australia trip, and that one got canceled because of COVID. And so we got a trip just for my wife and I to take a trip that the company paid for. And it was a marvelous place to go, but it had nowhere near the excitement and the energy that you get when you're on that trip with everyone else. And so one important thing about this Yokohama trip is that it's coinciding with the live worldwide convention that's going to take place in Yokohama. This thing is going to be unbelievable.
That's it, exactly. That's where we have this it's like when you watch a soccer game, I mean a soccer, you could call football game in the stadium, or you watch a whatever, a hockey game in the stadium. There's a different energy there. There's a different enthusiasm. And it's contagious.
And
That's
I've been to about 50 countries around the world. I will tell you, Japan is one of the more interesting countries you could ever visit. It was exclusively isolated for 350 years, and there's a culture there that's just unbelievable to experience.
in fact, just one other thing, just to put it in there, when the World Cup soccer is played in Europe, or anywhere for that matter, and Japan plays another team, another country, the Japanese public get up and clean the stadium after all the other people from extraterrestrials leave their garbage everywhere. The Japanese are so cultured, they get up as a country mentality to go and clean up the stadium after everybody's gone. It's not their job. I mean, they go there to watch the game like anybody else, but they stay and clean the stadium. I thought that's what Japan is.
Yes, it is. That's a good example, actually.
Okay.
And they do the same in their classrooms.
Yes.
What a novel
Yes.
concept.
Novel concept.
It's all part of their social conscience and responsibility.
Ethics,
Absolutely.
morals,
Well,
basic.
education and inculcation,
There you go.
which I guess leads to a structure that gives them ethics.
Anything else? Anybody? No? All right. Well, guys, you know, I hope that these calls are helping everybody, or at least doing something to bring a value, because this is the year, man. This is the year we have no excuses. We've got the prism that everybody should already have. Learn to use it, learn to have fun with it, and not think about it as a business initially, but think about it as a fun way of engaging people in a worthwhile conversation about monitoring their health, and that we can do something about it. It's as simple as that. Monitoring health and doing something about it. And it's exciting, it's fun, and there's no excuse for anybody to not achieve whatever you want to achieve. Now the time to do it.
And with supposed healthcare becoming less affordable and less accessible, it's now ever more important that people take responsibility for their own health. And this is a phenomenal way to help them do it.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Jim.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Lawrence.
All right,
Very
guys. Well,
thought-provoking.
I'm grateful for you all. Hello, Dee Dee.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Ah,
Appreciate it.
okay. Thank you guys for being on the call. I'm very grateful for your being on the call every Friday. It's something that obviously motivates me to to s- to stay focused as well. So this is a two-way street. I hope it's a two-way street. Michael, blessings to you. Thank you as well. Blessings to everybody, and well, congratulations to you and Linda's, whoever's going on the team from there. We still don't know who all the others are. I don't know. It's a bit quick for me to know everybody else on the team, but well done to everybody. Thank you for being on the call. Make sure you get on the call on Monday with Scott and on Wednesday with Cash. They're very valuable. Learn about the products, by the way. We've got new products that are very, very good. So learn about those too.
Hey, by the way, Scott's Monday call is that he and Stephen are going to go over whiteboards, which is
Correct.
very important. Great thing to
Right.
do at the first year.
Yes, exactly. Thanks for the reminder. Exactly. The whiteboard is something like what I got behind me and over here, and I got another one over here. So that's what those are about. Okay, guys. Blessings to everybody. Happy New Year and healthy, happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Lawrence.
Thank you, Lawrence. Same
Happy
to
New
you, my
Year,
God
friend.
bless you
Lawrence.
guys, man.
Happy
Thank you.
Happy New Year, Lawrence, and thank you for your leadership.
No, God bless you guys. Thank
Indeed.
you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.